welcome to my channel. I am ready to do some washing up. Yes, I do have a dishwasher. It's a full-size dishwasher, but since my husband passed away, I just can't fill it. I just use, like any person who lives alone, I use 2 plates, 2 mugs, 2 bowls on repeat. So it's easier to wash it by hand. So I'll do that now. I was watching a lot of YouTube recently, and everyone seems to hate on January. I know that statistically it is the most depressing month, but it is just midwinter. When you realize what the month is, when you realize that it is winter, if you live in a northern hemisphere, it is quite dark, it is quite cold, wet, sometimes snowy, sometimes very depressingly grey. But we need that, and I feel like because I live quite outdoorsy life, I spend a lot of time in nature. I just see it for what it is. I see it as a very restorative time of the year. Yes, unfortunately, it is a time where anything weak, anything ill, anything that can't survive won't survive. But it's also a very beautiful month. When you go outside now, it's mid-January, you can see a lot of narcissi already popping up. You can see like shoots, you can see shoots of snowdrops, and if you really go out into nature, you will see a lot of life. You will see, like, I often see foxes, little bunnies, just scattering around the nature, and they live. They just take it for what it is. They just take it as it is a cold, dark month. I have only short amount of hours to do whatever I need to do, and they just get on with it. And I feel like as humans we have it quite easy, but we still moan. So if anyone finds these 2 months, January, February, really difficult, I would recommend going into the nature and seeing the real effect that nature has on winter. And if you are lucky and you live in the southern hemisphere, good for you. You're enjoying probably warm temperatures and sunshine. So let us know what it's like in the comments. I have this lovely window seat that I often can't use because it's Finn's favourite place in our dining room. So I'm now claiming it, and I just made myself mint tea, and I just wanted to talk to you more about the biggest topic is New Year's resolutions. I just find them really harsh kind of rules that people often want to follow. They want to better themselves, which is fine. I find it's all coming from really a place of insecurity and media telling us that we are broken and we need to be fixed. We are insufficient, we are not good enough, and we just need to follow all of these things and become better. I feel like we are already whole. We don't need all of those tweaks in life to make us better. Yes, we can become broken at certain periods of life. Like, I feel like I'm slightly broken. However, we do heal. We do wear our scars, and they made us who we are. But I've noticed that there's a new trend, not calling them resolutions, but calling them intentions, because intentions are softer rules. I believe that life is hard enough for us to beat ourselves about little things that we artificially put in our way as a resolution. I had to choose intentions for 2026. I think there would be 2. they're all kind of revolving around people. And then first one, I think I already discussed that in my first video. Actually, I've never actually watched it back, so I'm not sure what I said in the first video, but I remember talking about being worried that my life will shrink, because when you go through tragedy, trauma, or just life naturally and you age, a lot of people's lives can shrink and they can just kind of retreat into their own homes, just feel so safe in your own environment that you really don't want to try anything new, expand anything, and your whole viewpoint and your whole life just shrinks and you never grow. And that is my biggest worry, that I will stagnate in my life. Would be my intention for 2026. Just keep expanding my life, keep growing, keep acquiring more people. And when I say expanding my life, it's not materialistic. Acquiring people into my life, creating community, finding new people from different corners of my life. So I just want to keep growing, keep trying new things, keep making these videos and reaching more people, and just have constant growth in life. And then the second intention, I think, is connected to it, and it's also connected to the video when I spoke about being a people pleaser, and that's the fact that I sometimes beat myself up for failures of other people. What I mean by it, I have a goal in mind for 2026. That goal is attached to actions of other people. I need to do something, and I rely heavily for that something on strangers that I've never met. And if they don't do their part, then my goal can't move to a second step. My intention for the year is then realization that I can't control actions, words of other people, and that also means that I can't beat myself up for their lack of action, lack of progress. I give my 100%, try to push it as far as I can, but if it doesn't happen because other people's failure, doesn't really mean that it is my failure. The funny thing is, I already know what the backup plan is for the 2026 goal. Backup plan is it just moves to 2027. That's all. Let me know in the comments what your intentions for 2026 are, if any. Thank you for watching.